Hello and welcome. Silrace here with Conan Exiles. So my base is a little bit of a mess right now while I'm trying to figure out how am I going to, fit everything here and where am I going to fit it. So if you look, I have built three garrison blacksmith benches, and I figured, hey, I can fit the artisan stables here as well, right next to them, like this, hidden slightly behind the pillars and stuff. I have armorer's bench. I made a casting table. Also made a better alchemist bench, and stuck one of those alchemists into it, because I also unlocked the better bandages and better healing potion finally, so I've been letting those build up a little. Another thing, I got myself one of these fireball cauldrons, and this is the big question mark, because holy moly is this thing large. So yeah, I want it indoors somewhere, but we will see where exactly here. And here, like, I finally put down a tannery. Had the materials to do that. I have this carpenter's bench, and I need multiple carpenter's benches. I need multiple tanneries. Like, I want 2 carpenter's benches at least, and 2 tanneries at least, and I want a second fireball cauldron as well. So there is that. So this is the old stuff is still here, and old tanneries and whatnot. But I have slowly been taking, yanking out like stuff. Like one of the blacksmith benches is still here. I haven't remembered to yank that out, but I took the alchemist bench, I took the previous furnaces and stored those and such. And such. I mean, I suppose I could get this in here if I yank this thing out. Let's do that. Put this massive blacksmith fireball cauldron right here for the moment. So that thing is now here. One thing which occurred to me with this is that I could move on one of these floors. I could move the pillars to be towards the middle, like put them here, and here, and so I could put these like behind the pillars against the wall. I think that would work. It would be like one of these floors. That would work quite well. Now where did I... in one of these boxes, right? There we go. This is where I have been storing my old versions, and because those are moving to the eventually to the winter home, winter retreat place. This is... I'll just take those there, because I'm not planning to make that extremely large. So I don't wanna try to fit like stuff like this size, or especially stuff like this size of the furnaces. My bed is currently here, just waiting to be moved, because I had a funky idea, funky idea with that. Speaking of funky ideas, let's just put this stuff here for the moment. Put that stuff there for a moment. Excuse me, needed something to drink, so took a short break. Because I had a funny idea of not wanting to sleep, like while I was still rearranging that and whatnot. Maybe I don't want to sleep down there with where all the workers are in this tower. Maybe I'll put my own sleeping area, like the queens or kings or whatever. I mean, it's a king's bed, whatever. Up here, like in this plateau, I'll build my own. Like, this is where I get set my bedroom, where I set some treasuries and maybe a throne room for myself. Like, all of this into one large building, like up here. Well, not really all too large, but large enough that it can fit like my bed, some dancers, my throne, all of that good stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I wanna figure out a way up here, and I think I want to start it from like here. like here and, you know, do the old school zigzag up there. Because there is this nice alcove which might give me space to make, you know, stairs up that way. So let's see if we can do that. Oh, right. Another thing I wanted to do here. After giving this some thought, I want to move these two braziers on top of this. And I'm gonna put guards here. I want to put another archer here, and I want to put like a fighter like right here to stand guard duty in case somebody decides to show up. So these two braziers go like up here on top. Like that. Alright. Awesome stuff. Now, I had a bunch of materials somewhere here. No, not this one. This one is my where I also slapped all the. Okay, here we go. This is the old material I already had sitting around. I also wanna try and get down this Mithra shrine today, so we're going to mess around with that. Oh, right, can't actually carry that much. Maybe we take like 200 wood. Yeah, like 200 wood with us right now, and something like 500 stone. Yep, that will work for the moment. I should have brought some of the triangle ones as well, but let's see how this does if we, you know, start with square foundations, like so. And mostly I will be making stairs after all. Let's put the stairs there. I mean, this is basically what I wanna do. Like, I just wanna basically go stairs up as far as I can. And then, turn. I can't turn there yet. Do I have to go like outwards one? If I want to go outwards one, I could do it from here, right? Or could this be a spiral staircase? That is a possibility. We could try and do a spiral staircase. Now comes the question on how the blazes did you do a spiral staircase in this game? It required using triangles. Let's try this. Let's do practice, right? Where did I put the damn things? There they are. I will leave these here. Let's just grab like 30 of those. Alright, let's see if we can if I can remember and figure out how the blazes did you do a spiral staircase. So start with that, right? And then what we do is we yeah, I need I need the wedge pieces, right? Yeah, and this is where I would need the damn materials. God dang it. Right. Because obviously I did not have any wedge pieces on me. Oh, bloody heck. Right. Let's make a few of those wedges while we're at so sandstone wedge, like make like 10, right? I will split these and I will stick them here. Okay, good. That puts me under you know, max carry capacity, so. Alright, so now comes the like, I should be able to do it. Like, what? There we go. And then do like this. Do like this. And now it won't work because we do not have contact with ground. Like, we are getting too high without having contact with ground. Can we sort that out with something? I think it's too far. Yeah, it is too far up here above for me to sort it out with like a triangle. Triangle foundation underneath it. Yeah, I don't think that will work. Don't think that will work. How about I move it one this way? Could I get it to work from there? Because I should be able to. Cheat this a little bit, maybe. Let's see. So if I start it from here. Nah, that won't work because the stairs are then... No, it will work. It will just be a very tight fit to get up, right? Okay, yeah, that will be a very tight fit to get up, but it will work. So, like this, and then this here... This needs to be a triangle piece, so let's see if we can a triangle foundation. So let's see if we can use this to, because now down here if we do triangle foundation we should be yes, perfect. The question is, could I do that from the yeah, no, yeah, I can't. I don't think I can, because it would be like on top of this one. Right? Let's try. Okay, now I know how to do this exactly. So let's try moving it back into the original position, right? And see where that triangle foundation would actually end up at. So that's the important question, right? Yank that out as well, so I don't forget it. Like right here. Then this thing, this and stairs, and that's where I needed the thingamajig. Alright, so like this. Oh, obviously it won't allow me to do triangle. Can I, is there a way for me to cheat this with with a square foundation on the other side? Does that have enough contact with this? This way it does. Or possibly would. If I can, no, I can't get it to snap with that. No, okay. So it won't work if it is here. Alright, let's just... If I remove this, I should get everything back. Okay. Alright, so it has to start there if we wanna go up that way. Or we could try it from up here. Ew. This would give me one level earlier, this whole setup. What? Okay. Now. And this is gonna look a little wonky for the for a short moment. Ah, it won't allow me to place one there, will it? No, it won't. Yeah, because it doesn't have contact with the ground, it has contact with this. Alright. Okay, well. Testing this out. I feel this might be boring to somebody. I apologize if this is really boring to you. But I also kind of figure that this sort of thing is want to be interesting to somebody out there who is like, hey, how do you build certain something? I should probably, you know, do this whole floor thing right from the get-go. Because that's where we wanna end up with this stuff, right? Oh, come on. Oh! Well, hello, Sandstorm. Hello, Sandstorm. Let's yank this out. And right there. There we go. Okay. And now... I don't think we can get a spiral staircase to go up from here all the way to where we want it to be. Right? Yeah, I don't think... 'cause we are one level, essentially 2 levels too short right here. What if this one here is a square staircase instead of a triangle? Okay, let's test that out. You there, come with me if you wish to die. So if we do this as a square, this particular bed, holy moly, this is a little hazardous work environment. Yeah, I don't think... Ew. Interesting idea. Would it work like this? Really interesting idea. Does it wanna go up from there, does it? Oh, it does. Oh! Oh, hello. Hello. Okay. Put that back on. Make another set of stairs. What? Why did you fail to place it? Failed to place. Okay. There we go. Man, I think this is it. I really think this is it. Then we fill up that gap there, and maybe fill it up from that side as well to make this easier to climb. And we put some supports down there, and also replace this whole thing with stone brick instead of sandstone. But man, I think this is it. Then we just put a door right here, so you just walk through it and you are inside the base. Okay. Alright, we have it. We have it. I really, thinking on it, back on it now, I really should have done a whole lot of this. Or possibly more of this with like spiral staircases, but I didn't really remember, remember to how to do that anyway, and I didn't really think on it. I was just like, hey, let's do a zigzag square thing because that takes very little space. But this kind of works. I kind of like it. Okay, the beginning of it is a little wonky, but then again, I will probably never need a thrall to come up with me, so it doesn't really matter. And thralls teleport anyway. And then some door right here. Alright. Alright, I like this. I like this quite a bit. I like this quite a bit. Yeah. This all needs to be replaced with stone brick and put an actual fence here so I don't fall. And same on this side. so I don't fall while I do go up. Another thing I want to do is I want to finally fill this up with stone brick foundations and smack the Mithra shrine there. That I think might be in the agenda for the moment. So this is going to be a building episode. I should probably have said that right in the beginning, that this is going to be basically nothing but a building episode. Speaking of, let's leave this. Where did I have all of this? You know, sitting around over here. Let's leave all of this stuff sitting around here for now until I happen to need more of it. Okay. All of this becomes, you know, stone and shaped wood and all of that good stuff. Now, I had my stone brick stuff here. Yeah, I have a bunch of wedge foundations I still don't really have a very good use of, but we might have a use for them. Right. These dang things weight a lot, so let's grab like smaller amounts of stuff to begin with. And start, you know, building and so on. I'm thinking I might build up here first, so that I can have this sort of base thing kind of ready. Let's get down some foundations, like 20 foundations, because if I have excess foundations, I can just use them to fill that up. So I don't like having excess foundations right now is a good thing. I am going to right away replace that with a foundation as well. That there, so I don't. Do I fill? Like, big question is how large does this want to be? Like, how much over the edges do I want to go? I think it's the ends there. I don't need to. Yeah, I think it ends right there. Maybe we go that way a little bit here. Like, it doesn't have to be symmetrical, right? Ew. Considering if it doesn't have to be symmetrical, this might be the point where. Yeah, not really. Because I was thinking of like maybe do like rounded corners and stuff, but that's gonna take a whole lot of redoing to get nice and rounded corners. So no, I don't think I will just make this square. It will make it easier to decorate as well. You know what? Let's do all of them. But yeah, I think from here we can go like that way a little. And so that it like hangs over the edge a little, and this doesn't really have to be like I could do this. How does that look from the outside if I do that? The big question is like, can I get? Yeah, okay, I can get like a supporting foundations underneath them. All right, so it looks nice and structurally safe. And then, do we go over this edge as well? And then, yeah, I think we do. On this side, we don't really need to. All right. So this won't be an exactly like regular shape, like a straight up square, which is just fine with me. I'm okay with that. Okay, yeah, this is a rather hazardous traversing of that. I probably want to expend materials fairly soon to fix that particular issue. So grab a few more of those. A few more of those, and grab some shaped wood. You know what? Like that. And then we can do foundations while we are on it. Make like 20 dang foundations right away. I really like this idea of like sleeping up here. Glad I had that idea after like the idea came to me after I was like, hey, my base is gonna be really damn cramped. Do I really want to sleep there, or do I want to like put my bed somewhere completely else? Yeah, I don't think I need to do any larger than that. The question is, do we extend by like 2 on that side? How would it look if I put a square right here? Right. Oh, come on. Yeah, that still works. That still works. If I put here, it starts to really look like it's hanging over the edge, and... Okay, what the... I don't really want it to hang over the edge. I already have a lot of things which are hanging over the edges because I was like... because that's like convenient way to build. Yeah, this is gonna start looking like it's hanging over the edge. Then again, it will give me more space if I smack in a couple more here. But do I really need more space than this? Do I really need more space than this? I'm already going to have to put in some pillars to make sure that the center of this structure is going to be, you know, structurally sound and all of that. So there is that. Yeah, I don't think I will. Yeah, I think that's gonna look horrible. No, it actually doesn't look too bad yet, and I can put other pieces underneath them, so but those won't look too bad yet. So let's give you. Yeah. These won't look too bad yet. If I put it there. Alright, yeah. Okay. We will fix the gap later. So now what I need... Should I fill that up before I start doing walls here? That's a good question. Because I really want that meat rush shrine up and you know, set up. I do. Love it. Love it. Let's do walls. It is kind of nice to not build in a, you know, just a straight up square. And do a little bit of a different thing. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of them walls, man. A lot of walls. Okay, well, thankfully I have some decent amount of materials. I don't have any more being made right now, though. Which is a little bit of an issue. There we go. You know what? Put these things here for now. Right. Those were here. Stay there. Okay. Take that. And. I think I'm gonna run out of bricks here. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna run out of bricks. Right, I need a door and a doorway. One brick, and then I need a door. Where was the reinforced wooden door? There it is. Okay, that doesn't actually take bricks, which is sort of wrong thing. God dang it. Like that, and a door. Then let's yank these out so I don't accidentally make any more of them. I need, what, 3 more? At least the making the ceiling for this is going to be cheaper because it is less less triangles. Because triangles take the like if we look, where is it here? Triangle wedge shape takes the exact same amount of materials as the bloody heck. Right, of course I can. Right. Stone brick wedge. That amount of materials, which is... No, it's not exactly the same, but it's like only very minor decrease, and you need a lot more wedges to cover the, you know, the area. Alright, those are done. And now let's do the same thing as usual, which is to make... I'll start it by making 20 so I don't... I don't want to make any extra at the moment. Yeah. 20 was never gonna be enough, huh? But don't wanna accidentally make a whole lot of extra ones. Right. Okay. Now all we need is ceiling. And we are going to need a few pillars here and there. Might decide the pillar locations early on. Like here and here, maybe. Or back here, back here. Alright. Fine. Put this away so I don't accidentally make any more. And traversing this is gonna be a little bit of a nightmare, but it's also kind of funky. Let's 250 bricks, 200 shaped wood, like 100 more of these, and I also have a ceiling piece already. So comes the question of like, can we get away without any supporting pillars? And it really needs some more foundations to, you know, sort out the whole hanging over the edge thing. And the other big question is, do I need roof access? And the answer to that question, I think, is I do not need roof access. I don't think I will need roof access on this one. Alright, let's make a bunch of ceilings and then figure out the pillars after I have plunked down the edges. I figure let's pace them a little differently this time around. Like that. Can this fit without... Yeah, it can. Without needing any supports. If I can do this without any support, that will be kind of amazing. That will be kind of amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna need about 20 more. Probably should have made it in batches of 10 so I don't make any excess, but thinking 20 is basically might not be even be enough yet. Wait, really? Am I gonna get this done without any supports? Yeah, let's go down and make sure everything looks the same from below right now. So it kind of looks nice and uniform, which it does. Oh, come on. Be able to climb up this corner. Nope. Okay, fine. We will do the rest from below. Really? Really? You're letting me... Okay, now I need like what? What is that, 12? No, 6. Man, this is nice. I actually have the materials for that. Holy moly. If I can do this without supports, this is kind of insane. Then again, I feel like I really probably want to have a couple supports. At least one, like right here. Maybe 2. Maybe one like right here. Have one here. And another one like at back here. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen. Just so we have some support. Let's make 4. So do we do along the... No, I think we do along this. Like this. And another one like right here. Or should they be one closer? I think they should be one closer. Because otherwise I feel like I need one more in the middle of them. That wouldn't necessarily look bad, actually, to have one in the middle of them. But I think that will work. There is enough space to run around them and so on. Yeah, I think that will work quite well. I think that will work quite well. Now I'm thinking this alcove here is going to be where my bed is. Oh yeah, that's where my bed is gonna go. Go grab my bed. Put it up there. Go and pull out both of my dancers and put them up there as well. I still need to make the damn throne, and I haven't even looked at what the heck the throne does require. I did unlock it, but I haven't looked at like what does it require. Right there, that's my bed. Damn. Okay, so where did you even make the throne? Yeah, very good question. Just out of curiosity, where do you even make the damn throne? Artisan's work table. Alright, but there was also this. Lion throne. Okay, artisan's work table. Alright, let's have a look. What do you need to make a throne? And which one of those thrones actually looks nice enough? We have Artisan's work table somewhere here. Okay, so hardened brick and steel reinforcement. That doesn't look very good though. Always the same. Hardened brick and steel reinforcement. Okay. I mean, we can do that. Steel reinforcement, which we can grab. It was like 18 each, right? So let's grab like 40 right now. And I think I have hardened bricks. Just double check. 90, so about 200 hardened bricks. I think I have, like, I was making more. Wait, what did I really? Yeah, there we go. There we go. I think I ran out of, yeah, I ran out of stone consolidant to make any more hardened bricks, so. And I also generally just was doing some brick production because I knew I would be doing this sort of building as well. Yeah, nope. Not brick, thrown. Terrain not working. Make one of those, make one of those. Let's find out like how they look, which one looks better. Let's also have a snack and a drink because this is dirty work. Give me a lion throne. I could have to look into making some kind of a divan or something as well, and mostly that whole upstairs area there is just gonna be like covered in carpets and chairs and tables and all sorts of other things. Like we're gonna put some kind of a folding screen somewhere, and it's gonna be just a, you know, decoration city. Making it look nice. That's gonna be a thing. Because it is entirely and purely going to be where I sleep and essentially live. While the rest of the plebs actually, you know, work here in this dang tower. Okay, here we are. Now, man, that is kind of hideous, in all honesty. Oh, okay, now I understand where the name Lion Throne came from. But it's also kind of hideous, in all honesty. Well, I'm gonna leave both of those here, and also make some other furniture and figure out. It doesn't really look like there are goddamn holes in all the corners anyway. So I'm gonna make a few more, like I think there was like a divan, like an actual divan and whatnot. I'm gonna make a look at those. Maybe one of those is more fitting for as a throne though. So this does look the part. Does look the part. Although it does look very uncomfortable. Okay, how do you sit on this one? Yeah, okay. Kind of fitting as well. Kind of fitting as well. Alright. Now, let's go down there and start filling that thing up with foundations. So basically this whole segment, yes. Foundations, I wanna these things, right? What I want to do is I really want the Mithras shrine to be up today. Yeah, we ran out of materials right away. Get that Mithras shrine up, then I can do other things with it. Always forget which one I put the damn stuff in. Well, yeah, that will work, and grab like 200 of these, and I still, okay, I'm gonna need a whole lot of iron reinforcements. Whoa, okay, laggy much. What the? Anyway, I'm gonna need a whole lot of iron reinforcements made now, because it's like I need those to make the insulated wood thing as well. Okay. I guess that will work. Guess that will work. It will have to do for the moment. Do I want to extend this further that way? I guess we will see if I want to. I mean, that will work there. I need one more to put underneath it, though. This could be exactly a square here, huh? Like this. Okay, let's make a couple more. Okay, I think go have a look. See, I think that looks entirely apart from here. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, very good, very good. I am pretty sure we can fit the Mithra shrine there. I believe I already made the shrine, right? Yes, I definitely made the shrine already, so we should have... should be somewhere here. There it is. Mithra shrine. Also, pick up the foundations so that we can make a high purge to have a look on how we place the dang thing, right? Like this. I need to see it from sort of above while I am placing it. Now the big question is, which way do we want it to face? That is the big question. I guess it could be like sideways, like this here. Kind of close to the edge, like that. Yeah, I think it looks good like this. I kind of thought I would want it to be facing like outwards like this, so that it so that people like can see it from like down there, that hey, there is a Mithra shrine up here. But I also think it sort of makes sense to have it this way around. Maybe a little closer so I can have like a little closer to the... I think that's kind of centralized. I don't want it to be very close to the staircase here. I think that's kind of a decent location for it. All right, now we have a Mithra shrine. Okay, yank these things out. There we go. So now we have a Mithra shrine up here. And the stairs are also, you know, it's not behind them, so that works fine. That works fantastically well. We can do a little bit of a wall around it. Well, not an actual wall, but you know what I mean. So that people don't fall off. I'm definitely gonna have to put like guards around this thing as well, so it looks like we have, you know, somebody guarding this place. Right. Now what we need is the Ymir altar. We need the Yog altar. And eventually I do want the pleasure palace of Derketo up as well somewhere. So that's going to be a question of where and how do we fit those. I might be building from up there to like down there to be able to... Wait, what? Was there like a flat terrain piece on top of that one as well? So can we like make a doorway on this building and extend it that direction? Man, I'm already having delusions of grandeur of building all over the place. Oh man. We can definitely build up here. Put another shrine like right up here. Oh. Bloody heck. Oh man, I'm already seeing it. We start like from the corner down there, put a door there, and start going like in a circular fashion around to get the top there. Oh man. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. Gonna have Yorg shrine up here. I think that's the thing. This is where the damn cannibals live, right above everybody else. Oh gosh. I think I will extend this episode a little bit because I wanna try that out. I was thinking of calling it an episode right here because I was like I got at this for like 50 minutes now. Oh, okay. Let's yank those out and like go right through here. This is gonna be hilarious. Okay, let's go find stairs or the materials to build stairs. Oh jeez. This might be a little bit of an extended building episode then. Ooh. Oh man. Speaking of which, let's leave all of this here, including all of this. Pick those up and pick up like, I don't know, 200 stone and like 50 wood for now. Can we fit like 25 more wood? We can. Okay. Okay, we can make some stairs. I kind of want to see. Kind of want to do this with triangle foundations as much as possible because I have a bunch of those, but it doesn't really matter that much. Like, yeah, going right through here. Okay, this is gonna be really funky. Ew. Ew. Okay. Right. So we may have to start with a wedge right away. Like a triangle wedge. Staircase that direction. Yep, I think that is happening. Alright. Stone wedge. Let's make a couple of stairs. Like this. And this may have to be a bunch of wedges instead of like foundations, but we shall see. Okay. I wonder if I had started it from here instead. Like if we actually fill this up. No. No, it won't work. We want we want the door to be, because it's gonna look horrible. We want the door to be right here that we walk through, but it could still start from here, and then we would have more space around the. Okay, let's give that a bash actually. So it would be like a triangle like this, and then stairs. Obviously the stairs are gonna go into the building if we start from there. What would it look like if I started? Actually, what would it look like if I started with square stairs like this, and then went into the triangle wedge, and then into a set of stairs. Okay. Because this is where we could definitely fit a foundation. Like this. Okay, right. Take this out. Now we can fit a foundation here. Oh, god dang it. Okay. And we can yank out these foundations. And that one too. Come on. Okay, allow me to remove the... What? Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be really funky. Alright. And now we need another set of stairs. Probably should just, you know, make all the damn stairs. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. What? There we go. Oh man, this is gonna work fantastically well, huh? Because yeah. This is gonna work fantastically well. So now we can just do this, right? And down here we can again remove these two foundations. And then I think we only need like one set of stairs and one foundation. Oh, this is... Oh, god dang it. This is perfect. This is perfect. Oh, that is so perfect. Oh man. Now we can build a bit of yog up here. Do I have the bricks to actually do that right bloody up now? Make the foundations and build a pit of yog. We need a doorway here. Doorway there for the first of all. And now I have to remember that this is how you like don't put anything in the way because you're supposed to leave this way and get to a damn pit of yog. Okay, this is funky. This is funky. We have built this entire mountainside full of crap. Full of very weird staircases and foundations and shit. I do like building in this game. It's a hilarious fun. Okay. Alright, so let's put all of this away again. And right, I need the materials to build the damn pit of yog, but that can wait a short moment. I needed that, and that, and that, and that, and then we just make, you know, make the doorway, and then we make the dang door, reinforced door here. We can fit those in there, right? Rearrange just a little bit. So we have wall. No, don't need the wall. Need this thing. We have an excess wall. That's fine. That's fine. And I do need the bricks and stuff for the foundation. So okay, this is gonna go a little over an hour. But I'm gonna go put these in place first, and then we sort out the foundations and the pit of yog. Okay, so there we go, and there we go, and there we go. Oh, that is perfect. That is perfect. Man, that is going to be hilarious. Okay, so foundations is what we need now. Reinforcements. Let's leave like 100 behind. And while we are walking up there, we can do like 10 of them. Yeah. This is a good point. I could try and make it into a circle, because the pit of Yog is a circle. Let's make the foundations for it into a circle. Okay, I can leave like 100 of these behind. Should give me, yeah. Let's. This also allows me to use some of those triangle foundations I have sitting around away. Wrong way. Wrong way. Right, because Pit of Yog is a circle. So it sort of makes sense then to have it on a circle. Is this centralized enough on top here? And if we... Okay. It might be centralized enough. Really hoping it doesn't, like... I can't at all remember how large Pit of Yog is. Is it larger than this? Because if it's larger than this, we might run into problems. No, we can extend it all, around by one. Let's go make the Pit of Yog and figure out, like... Figure it out. Okay, what do you need to make Yog? Bone, twine. I should have enough stone and wood for that. Enough stone and wood for that. Also, while we're at it, let's leave this stuff behind because I need some more heavier stuff. But I want to grab like those foundations again, so that I can make. It was 360 stone, right? How many wood was it? 160 wood. Okay. Simple and easy enough. 160 wood. Now if I can remember, where the heck have I put all my bone? That is a good question. No, I think I know where I put my bone. I think it's here. Yes, it is. So it was 30 bone and X amount of twine. Let's take like 50 so we can be sure we have enough. Yog. Oh yeah. Craft one of those. Craft one of those. Pit of Yog, yeah, it was a circle. Wrong way. I'm really hoping it fits on that little thing. The other thing which could have done up here is the pleasure palace of Derketo. That would have made sense, right? But okay, so what I want to do right now is do this again. Yank that out. Get on top and Pit of Yog. Not enough contact with ground. Really? Really, game? Really? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. What do you mean not enough contact with ground? It fits perfectly. Oh, that is so annoying. I know for a fact it's not the skybox or anything of the sort. I wonder if I made it larger, would it then allow me to? Oh, that is really annoying. Why would you do this to me? Pit of Yog. Okay, I may mess around with this a little further. To see if I can make it work here, because that would be perfect. That would be freaking perfect up here. I might make this one larger just to figure out, just to ensure that it's not purely the size, that it wants more space around it. I have a feeling that might be it. I have a feeling that might very well be it. Maybe I move this a little closer to the middle as well, so that we have more space on both sides. Actually, there is enough space on both sides. Anyway, I'm gonna call it an episode right here. I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit more and see if I can make this work. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you folks next time with more Conan Exiles.